Well, we also will see Tevin Farmer, one of the most active champions currently. What are you expecting to see of him? How good is Tevin Farmer?
I think Tevin Farmer is potentially the best fighter at 130 pounds. I love Tevin Farmer, you know, the background story, the fact that he was written off, you know, took defeats early in his career. I just think he's a great fighter. Big fights out there for him. Jojo Diaz, Burchell, Gervonta Davis, all these fights. First, he's got the mandatory. You know, Ghislaine Frenoir, and this is going to be a tough fight. We saw Frenoir get a draw with John O'Carroll. That was a very tough fight. Many people thought that he might have nicked that fight. So it's going to be a great fight. I expect Tevin Farmer to win by knockout. I think he's in the form of his life. He's really starting to believe in himself now and to get this win and want to move on to unification fights.
I know, obviously, he doesn't overlook any opponent. Anything can happen in boxing. But he did mention on stage that he wants that big unification fight with Gervonta Davis, who's actually fighting that same night. Is there any likelihood that that fight can actually happen in the future?
I think so. I mean, I think it's a natural fight. It's probably the biggest fight in the division. Different networks, you know, we've made some offers to them, but you know, we can do that fight on Showtime. It's not a problem. Just want to see Tevin get that fight, and I think it's a brilliant fight. Let's see if they both win on Saturday.
The Mayweather Promotions was talking about that that Gervonta Davis' next fight would be a pay-per-view fight. Do you think that fight between Farmer and Gervonta Davis is pay-per-view, or is there any other opponent that can Gervonta face that could be pay-per-view?
I guess they're talking about Leo Santa Cruz. You know, it's a big jump in weight, but you know, the build-up with Tevin Farmer against Gervonta Davis is pay-per-view. Whether the fight is or not, you know, it's going to be so much fun. There's so much beef there. So we'll see, but it's a really big fight.
Have there been any negotiations between you and Gervonta Davis's team?
Not really negotiations, just about 3 offers that we've made. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that respect. But you know, I think that, again, we don't mind where the fight is. We want the opportunity for Tevin Farmer. But Tevin Farmer's gone from, you know, a world champion who's an opponent for a bigger name to a guy that is a name himself. So he deserves the respect.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more boxing coverage, make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. And don't forget to follow Pheno Boxing on all our social media platforms.